Hello, everyone. My name is Derek from the Bourbon Table, and we got something very interesting and unique here today. This is a Bull Run product. Bull Run is a distiller out of Portland, Oregon. This is an MGP product. It is an American whiskey. It's not a bourbon because, so the mash bill is 96% corn and 4% malted barley. That in and of itself could qualify for a bourbon, but it's not a bourbon because the last few years, we're not sure exactly how many, this product was aged in a barrel that was a previous bourbon barrel. This particular version or expression of this whiskey is a pick or hand chosen from SLB Drinks, which is also a YouTube channel. They're excellent. I'll put a link below so you can check them out. This is one of their picks. So if you're not one of their Patreon members and you didn't already get one, you can't get one. But let's see how this thing fares. Again, 15 years. It is 57.97% alcohol or 115.94 proof. A little bit on the heavier side, but not too bad. This has been in the glass for about 30 minutes, breathing. Let's see how we're starting off with the smell. So when I first cracked it, I didn't taste it, but I did smell it. And the ethanol hit right away. Not uncommon for when you first open a bottle. Right now it's calmed down a fair bit, which is to be expected. Smelling some sweetness and some oak. Something but different. I guess what I'm smelling is those Pinot Noir grapes. It's kind of it's not forefront, but it's also not in the background. That's a nice smell. One of the things I talk about when I talk about the smell, and it's also in the flavor of anything you drink, is the age. And people say, well, how can you smell an age? I kind of equate it to anything that you may come across that is old. I remember going down to my grandfather's basement, and he had built the house himself. And when I was a little guy, we'd go down in the basement. It had one of those dirt floors, and it had that smell. It was old. It was musty. It was wood. That was the smell, and so that's the kind of smell that I equate when I smell these drinks, which is also 15 years in wooden barrels. If you go to antique stores and you can smell some of those real antiques, you can kind of pick up on that, and it's really coming from the wood combined with the liquid. So this, again, you can smell the wine on this. You smell the oak. Maybe some light citrus. Again, very mature smelling. Okay, let's see how the flavor is. So the flavor has sweetness in it that I don't get off of the nose. Initial sweetness, it's like maybe a brown sugar. I just wanted to put this in. After I finished the video, I continued to drink it because I'm enjoying it, and something new popped up. I got a smell of peanut butter. And the smell of peanut butter is a little stronger than the flavor, but the peanut butter is in there a little bit and as a flavor as well. But I got a nice whiff of peanut butter, and peanut butter is my absolute favorite, so I had to put this in. Finish goes away fairly quickly. That's nice. That's like so a couple things. I'm getting a little bit of heat, okay? which I like. I can feel the Kentucky hug. Not bad, really nice. It's the flavor is, you know what it is? It's more pronounced than the smell. There's a little bit of caramel and maybe brown sugar in the taste mixed with the grapes of the Pinot Noir casks. Welcome surprise. I like the fact that it has the smell even more pronounced. So I would say this beverage is as advertised. I mean, you're talking about a whiskey that goes into actually 3 barrels. So it starts off in new barrels, then it goes into former bourbon barrels, then it goes into Pinot Noir barrels for 5 months. That's exactly what I'm tasting. If you're a wine drinker, or if you have someone who's a wine drinker in your house, this might be a nice kind of bridge for them to get into bourbon. While I said that you can't get this because SLB uh, sold all of the bottles that they had, this one is really a nice, enjoyable mixture of the whiskey and the wine. There's the caramel, there's the butterscotch, there's the brown sugar. That's a nice finish. It doesn't last. It is light to moderate mouthfeel. And it doesn't last, unfortunately, because that finish is the best part about this particular beverage, and the beginning and the mid palate very enjoyable, but that finish is the grand finale. Highly recommended. Trenton and company over there, SLB, did a really nice job picking this. Check out some of my other videos, rate, subscribe. Leave a comment below if you've ever had whiskey finished in any type of other barrels, whether it be wine, or we've seen maple syrup, or we've seen all kinds of other barrels. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.